What up? What up? What up, y'all?
What's up, YouTube?
What it do?
What's going on, man? Bylug in here, man. We got trucking out the box. Coby Pegway to go.
What it do, y'all? So today we gonna do it a little bit different. I know y'all ain't used to y'all ain't used to me having guests on, but I figured that since I don't talk box truck talk as often, then I would bring some people who do talk about box trucks all the time. They specialize in box trucks. I know a lot of y'all hitting my email about can I dispatch for y'all box truck? And the answer still remains hell no. But there's hope right now because they will. So, and they gonna kind of give y'all some tips and tricks on for all the people who want to become dispatchers. They gonna put y'all on game on kind of like the little secrets, or maybe they might drop a few gems on which brokers you might want to holler at or sign up for when you're new authority and things of that nature. So, y'all getting deep in here. What up, Facebook? And my other Facebook and my Facebook group. I'm if y'all don't know who they are, I'm gonna have them introduce themselves.
Yeah. So go ahead, baby.
Okay, I'm Brene. Y'all already know us from Checking Out the Box. If y'all don't know, well, now y'all know. Checking Out the Box. And, check out our YouTube. Y'all subscribe. Trucking Out the Box. And it's TRUCK apostrophe N. Trucking Out the Box. Our IG is the same. All one word. Trucking Out the Box. That's our IG.
Definitely. We've been on YouTube now for about almost a year and a half. I think it's been about 14, 15 months. Same with our company. Our company is about, I think we hit a year in March.
Mhm.
So right around the same time we started our YouTube, and ever since we've been in the industry, we've always been documenting our journey. A lot of y'all know from our very first video, I think still to this day it has the most views. Y'all know, look, starting off, we ain't even know how to fuel up a box truck,
Right.
let alone, let alone dispatch one and all this. But through all the endeavors that we went through, we've always dispatched ourselves. We started growing pretty fast. We hopped out of a truck after about 6 weeks. Ever since that point, we kind of took a step back where we revamped the office of the company, started getting a desk. We ain't to the point where we got this nasty setup Coby Pegway got, but we on the way. And we started hiring drivers through our driving program. We got up to about 7 drivers. And again, we were dispatching our drivers the whole time. And then late December, we did that rental truck exit strategy that we talk about all the time. So we got the rental strategy from Coby Pegway. We took it, we put our spin on it, and made sure we ran with it. And then right around peak season, after we ran up about 30,000 from Black Friday to December 8th, the 10th was my birthday. I had to make sure I had that off. We ran up that bag. We turned in all those trucks, and it was easy peasy because we didn't buy them. So I know you talk a lot about ownership and just loving to be able to rent and just give them all back, get them all back, and all that stuff. So we really applied that to our business, and we loved it, and we ran with it. Now things have changed. I know we're gonna get into that a little bit later too, as far as the rates, the fuel, and stuff like that. But at this time, last year we was really able to capitalize off the rates we had, and the strategy that we adapted and put a spin on it and ran with it. So December 15th, we announced that we were going to be dispatching. It's a service that we still do to this day. However, it's tailored for and it's exclusive only to our mentees. So we do offer a mentorship throughout our website, www.bylugmedia.com, where you can become a mentee. And we love the fact that we're able to, again, kind of like what you offer. You offer something to where they buy into what you got going, but you still stay in touch with them through the dispatching process on forward. So we're not only helping companies get into the industry, we're helping you stay in the industry, stay compliant, and then we're helping you run up that bag, not only just to get your startup costs back, but to run up that capital to where one day you can get in and get out, or you can, get your girl that hair shop she want, or you can, get yourself that auto body shop you want, or whatever your dream might be, or maybe it's to become, one of the best trucking companies in the world where you got 100 employees and staff and all that stuff. We make it to where, you can do that as well. So right now that's what we're doing, and we're loving it. We're loving dispatching box trucks right now. So, that's what we got going on, man. So We definitely had to reach out to Coby Pegway a few times. If y'all
Oh,
from Trucking Out the Box, I need y'all to spam the comments right now with TOTB. Let them know we in the building, man. But
actually, I want y'all to make sure the audio, because I ain't never ran like 3 mics or nothing. So for audio, just a audio check, if y'all could just like type like some 7s or something for me to make sure that we can hear y'all, because I don't want to be on here for like an hour and we having any technical difficulties.
yeah. Shout out to Mr. Green. Own nothing, control everything. That's exactly what he be preaching.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Okay.
Clifton Dennis say you can hear everybody.
Okay, that's
All right,
good.
Cool.
All right, y'all. So we are expecting for y'all to be asking questions. This is gonna be like a live Q&A. I mean, as y'all know, like I said, I got the dispatch course out to show you guys how to dispatch. I could put a little extra sauce in there, it's for the box trucks, but dispatching is really dispatching. The only thing is different than box truck loads go a hell of a lot faster. But it's all about lying. It's all about acting like if they ain't giving you your rate, saying you got to check with your boss. You know what I'm saying? When you are the boss, you know what I'm saying? But you just got to kind of play the games that need to be played in order to win.
Definitely. I agree.
So,
Mr. 0 minute. Ain't that what somebody said?
yeah. Oh yeah. The 0 minute is definitely off. All right, so we got a question coming in from Nigel Carter. He asks, how much is your mentee program?
I think we both have a mentorship program. I'll talk about ours. Our mentorship program is 2,500. We have an ebook that I'll let you talk about the ebook before I continue.
So the ebook is, since we revamped it, it's 20 plus pages. And basically we just talk about how to start your trucking company from beginning to end, whether it's a box truck or semi. It's not just strictly for box trucks or whatever, but it's titled How to Start Your Trucking Company, from A to Z. So we have how to get started. We have things you should be doing when you're going active, like while you're waiting to go active, and so on and so forth. I can't drop too much of the ebook. I gotta check it out. But yes, just starting your company from A to Z, step by step, and we include everything that we did. We got recommendations in there. We have our affiliates in there. That'll save you guys a lot of money. So yeah, it's how to start from A to Z, and yeah, y'all, it was really hot. We got another one coming out too. So.
A lot of different things in there that even right now with today's climate, our rental account managers are still able to get 5.50, 15 cents an hour, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, not bad.
And then with Ryder, we're still able to get 5.99, 13 cents a mile. But you're paying a little bit more with Ryder. But as you talk about a lot, the truck is better. The maintenance is easier to deal with.
Yeah, budget trucks are definitely not.
You ain't looking ghetto coming down the road.
The dimension's good too, though, for Ryder.
Yeah. I mean, and truck dimensions are very, very important because, like I said, a lot of times you get some trucks that just got like the little, I would say like 102 is what you want. Nothing less than 97 height. If you do, like I said, and you run an Amazon or pretty much anything, you're gonna be breaking pallets down. Oh yeah. Hold on, yeah, I forgot to turn my phone on. But yeah, so I'm gonna jump into some of these questions real quick. So the biggest loss you've taken as owners, and looking back, how would you say that it was avoidable? So answer that question for me, then I'll chime in on that.
Biggest loss you've taken as owners, and looking back, how would you say it was avoidable? That's a really good question. I had commented that too. Great question. Biggest loss we took. I would say the biggest loss. What loss? Because even when our truck, we've had a rental truck stolen before, but it wasn't a loss because they actually, obviously my insurance didn't go up, and we still got paid for the load by our insurance. Shout out to Progressive. Biggest loss we ever took was one time a driver, he stole the BOL, and we didn't get paid for the load. So it was about 2,300 or 2,200 or something like that.
He stole the BOL.
He kept the BOL.
He quit, and when he quit, he left the truck where he left it and took the BOL from the load he completed. So we did not get paid from that load at all.
So he didn't get paid either, did he?
He didn't get paid, and he
Yeah.
was promptly arrested. He
Yeah.
stole the vehicle. That's basically stealing the vehicle once you start taking the vehicle and doing all the extra stuff. So,
yeah.
but but at this point, I look back, I'm so, like I told you earlier, I'm tight when it comes to my cheese. But that 2,200, that was probably our biggest loss. Next to like I said, the truck being stolen. Shout out to California. I love y'all in the Bay, but damn, y'all did not have to take my truck. That was heavy.
With a load in the back.
And then out of all loads, it was a science equipment load. So they definitely claimed 40,000 worth of damage. They needed that. But luckily, like I said, we're insured through Progressive. And I always tell, it's funny because, we ended up dealing with it, but I always tell people all the time, like, one thing about Progressive, they gonna cash out. They might be high, or they might be this, they might be that. They might even drop you after a claim, but they gonna handle that claim. They gonna cash out. They not gonna,
And that's very important, though.
Very important. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump into the next question.
Hold on. You Mr. M over here though. What was your biggest loss? What was the biggest loss? You know what I'm saying?
I would say the biggest loss for me was when the driver drove through the weigh station with the blunt.
Oh yes,
because it wasn't, because right after that I had probably lost maybe $35,000 worth of loads, because nobody would have nobody would want to load. They're like, oh no, you hot. So I would say that's the biggest loss, outside of not knowing how to count my cost in the business at first at all. So I was taking losses left and right because I didn't understand the numbers and what it actually cost. As long as my card was swiping, I was just running loads, and that's a fast way to being out,
Yeah.
So here go Stefan Andre. He said, I watched y'all's first video on the day it posted. I've watched you two grow. Congrats on the success.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. We came a long way. Like
Definitely
I said,
did.
we came a long way. If y'all remember that first video, man, comment your favorite line from that first video.
I'm still tripping from when we didn't know how to fill the truck up all the way, because you know how it auto stops. So we thinking we good. He hopped in I think the gauge broke because it was still
I've been there.
A little more.
I did the same thing.
How
you gotta
pull it out. Yeah.
So we asking people, they just looking at us all crazy. Yeah.
Like, this ain't no 50-gallon tank, man. Like, it is.
Oh no, boy, it probably stopped at 35.
Yeah.
So it stopped about 10, 15 gallons before it's actually even full. So
yeah.
I know. I done been there. Like I said, I knew nothing, man. I had budget was where I got my first truck at, but man, I actually had quit my job before I even seen the box truck.
Yeah.
Wow.
So once I went to the budget and got the truck, I'm like, damn, this truck big as hell. So I had only been unloading them, but I'm like, damn, I'm finna drive it. I had to pull it off a lot.
You did the mail stuff like her. So was you driving the mail truck, the big mail trucks?
No.
Okay, so she was driving the.
No, I was a clerk though.
I was doing collection.
Okay.
I was a clerk in the mail handler, so I worked inside.
So you wasn't hitting the streets out there.
No, I did it. Okay, I did that shit for 2 weeks, and I was like,
nah, put me in the building.
I did that. I'm like, this the one I pay more. I don't care.
No, that to me felt like that was like a job of that you get. That's it's too much responsibility. That's you got to be entrepreneur. That's an entrepreneur's job right there. Because if I lose registered mail, it come on my check. Like, no, I'm not. Send me back in there where ain't nothing coming out of my check.
Yeah. So you didn't tell me that.
No, they ain't never happened to me.
Oh no, if you good, I'm just like that's too much responsibility for extra dollars.
Yeah. It was. But
all right, so Clifton Dennis said, and shouts out to Clifton Dennis because he just hit my cash out. I appreciate you, bro.
Real.
Where did you get the W-9 forms, and what should I have ready when I hire people as independent contractors?
I love that question.
So W-9s, you could just go to Google and put in a blank W-9 and it pretty much come up. And it's a whole lot of stuff that you need. Well, I guess it depends on if you're hiring a CDL driver or a non-CDL driver. That's gonna determine pretty much what you're gonna need, but it's basic stuff. If you hire a box truck driver license, med card, you don't have to have a drug test. I suggest you do have a drug test though. And I can't even think of it. That's why I wrote the books and stuff. So I ain't even got to really think about every single thing that you need when it comes to it, because it could be a lot.
I was just about to say that too. Literally, my wife is in our original ebook. We have the IRS link, right?
Yeah.
So we got the IRS link where you click on it. It takes you right to the link. You fill out your W-9 as well, because y'all gonna need a W-9. Obviously, your dispatcher's gonna need that from you. All the brokers gonna need that anyway. So you're gonna need a W-9. That's a great question. And then as far as independent, we we do we talk about that a lot in our upcoming course. So we also got a course coming out, basically how to scale. So we talk about the hiring, firing process. We talk about different paperwork you should have for your drivers. So I'm glad you brought that up. I'll give y'all some sauce. We do use NDAs, we do use independent contractor agreements, and a few other things.
Hold on, NDAs. Okay. Elaborate what an NDA is.
Okay, so NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. So we have in there different company secrets, especially like dispatchers, right?
Yeah.
They got a lot of your information that's tailored to you and your company that you don't want out there, or you don't want them using when they're working for another company. So that's very, very important. Same thing for your drivers. There's ways that can relate to them as well. So, y'all definitely want to take advantage of that. There's a few different sources where you can, get their legal library and you can get that information, or for a low price, man, y'all can tap into our scale course. We're going to have a great sale on Sunday when we do our live, and we're going to have that scale course. We're going to have all that in there for y'all.
All right, cool. So we're going to jump down to the next question. Jesse Ortega says, I have my LLC and just got my CDL, but no experience in semis. So I don't know what road to take, box or semi, to avoid loss. I would say go drive for somebody for a few months and bang up their truck. And then, it'll be able to guide you from there, I would say.
And if you can, I second that. And if you can afford it, especially working for some of these companies, especially in semi, they usually pay good. What, about anywhere between $1,000 and $1,800 a week or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you should be, so you should get some sauce on, getting your DOT and age your authority during that process too. So I see you got your LLC, get your DOT, age your authority during that 1, 2, 3 month process. So damn, even when you do get in the game, if you decide to take that way, shit, you already 3 months in the game. You ain't got to worry about that, not booking good lows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
Yeah. That's definitely, I definitely suggest everybody going to do on-the-job training now. Because the thing about the on-the-job training that's most important is that you're going to get to see what BOLs look like. You're going to get to fill them out. You're going to get to see where like you're picking up and dropping off from. So now you can write down these addresses and be like, so once you start your company, now you like, hey, now you call, hey, yeah, I used to pick up some freight over there. Can I do some business with y'all? So they're giving you pretty much people that you're gonna end up maybe potentially needing as like shippers. Potentially, potential clients and shippers. And y'all, I'm hungry as hell. So if I'm stumbling over my words, I'm damn so like I'm hungry as I don't fucking know what. Oh yeah, hold on. So Kirk Handy, where can I do dispatch class in VA? My dispatch class is online at learndispatchonline.com. And you could pretty much just take the class from anywhere in the world. It's like 52 videos for you to go through. And and you know what I'm saying, and learn how to do it. You can do it at your own pace. It ain't like my live class where you got to do it all in one sitting. You can actually learn as you go, and you can take it that way.
That's hard.
Black Panther LOL, I had that happen. I had to call the receiver for a copy today. Actually took 3 days. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, like Just Cooking said. Hit that like button.
Yeah, man. We got 60 people in here, man. It's only 30 likes. Come on now. Get that up to 60, because I know some people done came in and came out.
Yeah.
Jam that like button real quick, especially when everybody get to answering questions. Y'all know we all three busy as hell. We busy as hell. Y'all should have seen how busy we was just setting this up. So if y'all can, man.
It took 2 hours to get this set up and make sure y'all can hear everybody and everything like that, So this, just understand that we definitely trying to get the information out there. And shouts out to everybody who be like, y'all just trying to sell stuff. Like, well, if we just trying to sell stuff, I need y'all to send me $10 for every question we answer. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case.
And shout out to all the content creators out there too, man.
I
know y'all trying to I just had a conversation with a mentee last night. He shout out to what's Alex? Damn,
Alex Gardner.
Yeah. What's his company? I can't think of it, man. Shout out to my boy A. Gardner, though, man, doing his thing. Got a YouTube out there and stuff like that. I definitely suggest y'all get into everything that comes with trucking. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do with trucking. You can be an owner operator. You can be in the owner seat. You could lease out equipment.
Yeah.
You could be a broker. You could be a dispatcher. You could be a freight forwarder. Like you could get into shipping.
You could start a compliance company and just literally charge people to put their driver files together. Foley is a whole company that don't do nothing but compliance, but charge people $100 here, $100 there. You get about 1,000 people spending that 100. I mean, you get where I'm going with that.
It's hard. It's hard. So yeah, this is the one industry that they say you trying to be a millionaire, you need 7 streams of income. This is the one industry that I love because like, damn, I could be in one industry that got 7 different umbrellas. Yeah. Shit, and I could do that like it's 7 different streams of income. So I definitely suggest not only do y'all get in, but stay in, run up the bag, and tackle every outlet. Become a creator, everything. Document your journey. You never know what you might say that might be different than what I say. Put that out there.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody gonna talk about it different. Everybody got a different angle on it. Like I said, there's certain positions I've never been in, so I can't speak to them.
Yeah,
like I never dispatched box trucks for long enough to know. Like my whole time I had box trucks, I had dedicated routes. Yeah. So they were just sending me the routes, and my only job was to just assign them to the drivers or whatever. So that's a whole different type of game. That's why, like me, I'm like, I'm scaling back on my trucks because I'm like, I'm not used to having to find so much work though. I'm focused on getting rid of my trucks and getting more trailers, But yeah, what up, Emmanuel? How much hold on. Black Panther said, how do you guys advise your mentees on the importance of freight guards, paperwork for lease owns, and ways to protect the business before, during, and after freight movements? So you guys can speak to that, and I can back y'all up on that.
Okay. How do you advise your mentees on the importance of freight guards? Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you brought that up. He just spoke on that. So, or carrier 401 grades and stuff like that. That's why it's important to just remain professional, just do everything right. You know what I'm saying? When you booking loads, don't, even in the morning. I know it's early as hell, right? Because we know booking box truck loads, you want to put yourself in the best position. You want to be up at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all lucky on the East because y'all get to wake up at 8. It don't really matter, right? But as long as you're up at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you might be on the phone with a broker. You might have just lost a load. He might be trying to lowball you. Don't cuss him out because all it takes is a bad note from him. Yeah. Don't mess up people's freight. Don't pull up with a bad truck and you got a hole in the roof. Don't pull up with, no lift gate and you told him a lift gate. Don't, just do your due diligence and your research on these loads. Be patient, be as relaxed as possible and professional so you don't got to deal, with those, freight guards. Don't be double brokering to the brokers out there in the industry. Don't double broker loads, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of stuff that come with the freight guards.
Yep. As far as the freight guards too, you need to, if you have drivers, talk to your drivers about them doing their jobs correctly on the road. Like you don't want your driver to be, just messing with the freight in the back, or if they have to dispose of something, you don't want them to just throw it on the side of the road because that's coming back to your company. So you guys should preach to your drivers too how important it is for them to do their job correctly over the road, picking up freight and dropping off the freight. Make sure they're doing everything correctly because that can fall back on your company.
Yeah, and then when you talk about the paperwork for lease owns, that's another thing you can Google. Find the best one that properly documents everything you're trying to do. Print it out, get it filled out. Get a COI with your company listed as a holder. That'll help in that situation as well. So as long as you have the appropriate, do your research, just like you should be doing before you get in the industry anyway. But do your research, do everything by the book, right? And you won't have to worry about that. Compliance is very, very key. You asking all the right questions. Like I can tell if they're not already in the industry, Black Panther, they're gonna succeed when they get in the industry because they asking the right type of questions. You know what I'm saying? So them is the people that we love to work with around here too.
Yeah, and then another thing about freight guards, the freight guard could be on the dispatcher too, as well. It's not necessarily just the driver. It could be the pretty much you just canceling a load.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? Canceling too many loads because sometimes they get pissed off. I mean, it's almost like you on a shitty side of something. Mm-hmm. So the shipper can cancel. They don't get no freight guard. But if you cancel, because like, let's say you book a load, the driver wake up and he say he got a headache or he got COVID or something. you got to cancel the load. I mean, so it's like they cancel loads on us. I get canceled loads all the time.
And we know it's because they booked it cheaper with somebody
Yeah.
else. I've done that. I've been on the phone. I'm sure you have and your team have. I've definitely been on the phone with a broker and somebody, it's already booked. And I'm, come on, man, stop. That's part of the finesse. Stop playing. Run my MC real fast. I know we better than him. What'd you give it to him for? I was gonna take the same thing. We ran loads with you before. Why are you waiting on him to get set up? We already set up. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, actually, hold on. They put you on mute. They come back. You're right, man. Let me get it. You know what I mean? So TQL, please hold. But yeah, you know.
yeah.
It's funny because I actually had a broker one time. It was a lady. I called her about this load. She was like, "Yeah, it's already taken." But then she was like, "Do you think you could run it real quick for cheaper?" And then I'm like, "No, I need that $2 amount. Don't be trying to play me." So I actually had a broker ask me that, like she was trying to give me the load that she already gave to somebody else. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, man, the brokers are not playing fair. I mean, brokers is to keep you broke as possible. You know, so you got to figure out how to get money with the broker. You know what I'm saying? That's why you want to kind of get into cold calling. Like all of my big money stuff was not stuff that was given to me. It was stuff that I cold called on. I never got what I really wanted off the board, like running off the board all the time. I got what I took. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not a taker in a sense, then it's gonna be difficult for you to succeed in this game. Yep. How much does insurance increase when adding a driver on average estimate? And do you have add every driver to your policy? I definitely add every driver to the policy.
Definitely.
And what the hell is that? And
that's what we were saying at the restaurant. We ain't gonna say the name, but Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then a water buck.
Right.
And the insurance should be about the same amount though. When you add another.
Actually, it
don't even go up. Like if you adding a driver and the driver got a clean driving record, it typically doesn't cost anything. I'm thinking about adding a truck.
Yeah, normally for us, every time that we added more drivers, especially if their driving record was clean or whatever, it actually helped it go down a little bit. So when we was talking to somebody, because we have Progressive, so when we was talking to an agent with Progressive one time, she was actually saying like it kind of varies on your truck to driver ratio. Mm-hmm. So the more drivers you have and the less trucks you have,
that makes sense. Yeah,
it goes down. So
definitely got to keep your truck to driver ratio in check.
Make sure they got a clean record.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Make sure we only hire people with CDLs and a few years experience. Yeah, so that kind of helps. Ours went down every time.
Yeah, every time.
If you made ours go up, you got to call back saying, "Hey, we can't work with you." So,
or either you got to take less pay. I used to be like, okay, if you costing me $300 more, that's $300 less that you gonna make.
Definitely.
And then sometimes it would even it out though. So you're right about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. That's a whole lot of questions just waiting. I used to be.
Make sure y'all tap in, man. We got 65 people in here. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. We need at least 20 more likes, man. Jam pack it. And I told y'all, ain't no more excuses if it ain't on if y'all watching on the TV. I know how to hit the like button on the TV now. I got a smart at the crib too. Hit the button. Y'all see the 3 dots, hit the 3 dots, hit like, man. Run them likes up for us, y'all.
Thanks for those.
I already had liked it for y'all too, so I can't help y'all out no more.
Somebody said that TQL please hold is the worst.
Yeah.
Hey, that's as soon as I hear that, I click. It's over with.
Yeah, we try not to call TQL no more because they play around too much. Like they lowball too much. And
but they a newbie's dream.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They
TQL
work with new carriers. Yep.
Landstar, CH Robinson. What I like about CH Robinson, they gonna pay. Yeah. So CH Robinson gonna pay. You know what I mean?
And if TQL do pay, it's probably just $2 amount even. Like. That's it. They stingy.
Now TQL. Now depending on where you at, because in the Midwest, TQL actually ain't really that bad.
Yeah.
So like when my truck running out of St. Louis, the
load.
You
talking?
That'd be different.
You talking semi,
right?
Yeah.
These box trucks.
Box truck. Yeah, they trying to. Yeah, they thinking that they get a semi $3 and then they can break it down and get 2 box trucks $1.50.
Yeah. They was like, okay, a semi for that price.
Yeah.
I'm like, go pay her then.
I ain't never. I mean, I don't think it's really a fair thing when you talking about when you talking about like semi and box truck. I just feel like the parts. The reason why I got out of box trucks is because owning them, the parts and the maintenance cost the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's that much difference. I mean, the fuel is close to the same. You might get eight miles a gallon in a box truck, and you might 6 in a semi. So I mean, everything is too close, for the money for the major money difference.
Yeah, and they don't understand.
All right, so somebody said, who can I get the cheapest insurance from? You really gonna have to shop around. I shop around with like 10 different people because different states, all of this stuff, it's too many different variables to be like, hey, who can I get the cheapest insurance from? I would just say, just make sure you you shop around, and it might take you about 2 weeks to find what you're looking for.
Yeah, and we always recommend just Progressive or 3 by Berkshire Hathaway. I know, shout out to my California carriers, man. I love y'all. I know y'all can't get with Progressive. I know it's tough right now. When I spoke with the Progressive lady over there, I guess it's some stuff going on where the people in California haven't signed something, or there's something going on, but Progressive is supposed to be coming back to those first 2-year people. But for now, what we recommend is we have a hack. Can't talk about it on here because then it won't be a hack anymore and it's gonna start getting overwhelmed. But set up a call. Coby know the hack too. Set up a call with Coby Pegway. Set up a call with Trucking Out the Box. Ask about those insurance hacks, different places where you can start your company at and play with the LLC and all that, and get those numbers down, man. And we'll definitely look out.
Yeah, I mean, the state definitely matters. Like I said, like some of the highest states is Georgia, Florida, Cali, and New York. So so if you're in any of those places, you definitely anywhere else is cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere else is cheaper.
Louisiana and Texas, they say is kind of up there too, though. Especially Louisiana. Sheesh.
All right, Clifton say, I'm trying to understand how insurance on the second truck, adding 3 people to my policy, will be profitable running a box truck. I got a quote on a potential driver. My rate will go up tremendously.
Let me see. He said, I'm trying to understand how insurance on the second truck. Adding 3 people to my policy, profitable running a box truck. I got a quote. So what exactly is he asking? I'm trying to make sure I answer it right.
Yeah, because I'm kind of confused on how you wording it, Clifton. If you could like reword it, neither one of us really understand exactly what you're asking. So I'm gonna jump down to
but I was on that
TV
on that rate going up tremendously. It's over with. Don't hire them at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Or make them pay for that. They gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, just
don't even do it. Because then you got to think about it like this too, partner or not. If they driving record, I could see if it's. I don't want to say that.
Nah, don't.
Okay, yeah.
Don't.
Don't.
Can't give too much.
Hey, how many loads you can complete on Amazon in one day? I mean, I done 3 loads on Amazon in one day. It just depends on if it's peak.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
I mean, I definitely you can like I said, if it's some short runs, it's really up to the day. Like trucking is a day by day thing. It's not like we can give you an answer, but it's gonna be based on what happened in the last 7 days. I can't really give you an answer. Like last year, my answer would have been different. This year, this week, or this month the answer is gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely just want y'all to keep on understand. Can you get freight guard removed, or do they expire? From my experience, they expire like 4 days or something like that.
Really?
4 days?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They don't last forever.
You did tell me it was a short-term blow, and then after that, you back good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because like if it lasted long term, we would be fucked. My dispatchers always give freight guards.
Real? Okay.
Because every time they find a better load, they end up trying to cancel the load.
Right.
So is there a way you can go and look at that?
It is.
Carrier 401, right?
Yeah, it is.
But I heard when you call, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard when you call from your phone, like basically I heard carriers can't get in. Like you can't call, like you can't.
I don't know. I just know when I had when you would get an email from them and they'll be like, hey, you've been put on freight guard. And here's how you go dispute the claim or whatever. And you go to this website and be like, I didn't do shit and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I do.
Yeah. Thanks for the shout out, bro.
It wasn't me. That was COBE. I'm COBY. That was not me.
Nah. Actually, that was Bud.
Yeah.
My partner. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
He was like, man, it went from 1,100. I found the load for 19 going the same direction.
Yeah. Like,
we're gonna take a couple chances.
We call him and tell him my truck had a blowout.
Yeah, so Black Panther say, yeah, I'm in here to get more knowledge. I have 13 trucks now, but I love coming in and getting more info from a different perspective. and y'all give a good game that's helped me. Oh yeah, for sure, man. 13 trucks, man. Congrats on your
Right.
success.
Definitely,
I mean, I'm glad to have somebody of that caliber, and even in the comments, even enjoying getting some more game, because I feel like, hey, I wish it was IG. I'll bring you in on the live so you can go ahead and speak too, though. Because the key thing is to get the game out to the people. I don't really, because this is actually a little different. It's fun because I get tired of talking about trucking in a way like this, answering the same question sometimes in the same way.
Yeah.
So I like to kind of come and give it to y'all now from a different perspective.
Yeah, and this is a great moment. This whole week, especially, you know what I'm saying, Coby been going live, taking out his time to go live every single day, welcoming us in. Shout out the Box Truck Couple. Shout out to Trucking Empire, Brewster Media, Humble Treat Business. You know, shout out to these Big Vic TV, WJ's World. Shout out to these companies that's really welcomed us in the A. You know, we pulled up out here and it's been nothing but love. You know, Coby has, welcomed us into his space, let us meet his family and stuff like that. And he keeps saying, this ain't no competition. This ain't no competition.
Nah,
This ain't no we ain't competing. Come on, this black love. This we really doing this. So we all come from different types of background, but somewhere in there it's the same. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we really appreciative and we get that same vibe from everybody. We really getting that Southern hospitality. Shout out to the A. Shout out to everybody in the A. I really appreciate y'all. And I love this industry. I love this space. And the love, it really outweighs the hate by a land mile. You know what I mean?
I don't, for the record, I don't love this game.
Oh, okay.
I
Talk to him.
I participate in it. Now, I mean, I love being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Okay.
And I mean, in trucking is you want to know what I like about trucking the most?
Tell me.
Is that you can wear what the hell you want to wear.
Yeah.
There is there is no dress code. You know what I'm saying? There is no, like, when you call them a broker, it ain't like talking white.
They talking right back. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no talking white or talking.
I try to be cool, y'all, and say etiquette. He said it.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, quote unquote. I mean, we gonna be, I be frank. I mean, it's not anybody. I mean, that's just what we say. It's just talking all like that, and you can wear what you want to wear. You don't have any limits. So I used to like driving the box trucks doing the Amazon. I'm like, man, I got my headphones on. I'm just basically chilling. It was like a good job. But I'm gonna jump down to get into some more questions though, because I know I ain't got like a whole like a super long time today. Do I have to ask for dimensions for every box truck load? Because I've seen 5,000 pound full loads. Do I have room for a partial? Nah, I mean, size ain't always like, you can have some pillows that fill up the whole damn truck. You know what I'm saying?
So water.
Water. Like, even you can have some big bulky things that's just like hella bulky, but it don't be a lot. And then, like I said, you can have a 10,000 pound load or like a 9,000 pound load that's just heavy on both sides, and you got to make sure that it's weighed right, or you're gonna drive down the street and your truck
it's distributed correctly.
Yeah, distributed correctly. That's the correct
weight distribution.
Correct word for it. But yeah, definitely. Y'all want to weigh in on that or?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna jump down. I'm just trying to get through it because we ain't that far behind.
I'll say this too. If you trying to, I will wait on it a little bit while you're grabbing the question. If you trying to finesse, can't get. If you trying to finesse, with the box truck loads, then you definitely should be trying to ask the dimensions. But then again, you have those brokers like TQL who won't even give you the dimensions, because they know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna give you the dimensions. But if you can get those dimensions and maybe put something here with there, I ain't gonna get too specific, but if you can get them dimensions, maybe you could turn two into a few and you can make something happen.
Yeah, and then sometimes they don't but sometimes they specify they don't want you to commingle the freight.
Yes.
So they that's definitely a really big thing. If you can get away with it.
Yeah.
Like with some Amazon loads, if I had some time or something, I go grab a little something else. And that kind of goes with like those little local shops I was telling y'all about. Like, if y'all in a certain city, look up like the word carrier, like COUIER.
Oh yeah.
That's different than CARRER. CARRIER. Like, so that's like carrier as in like the carrier as in like us as the trucking company. But a courier service is always somebody who with the COU whatever the hell. That's always gonna be smaller stuff. So just keep that in mind. So when you pull up in different cities and you looking for a load, if you're trying to commingle something, holler at a carrier service, because they might have one box that needs to go somewhere, and they might got one box, they paying $150 to go 100 miles, and they might be on your way, and it don't be nothing but a box that can sit up in your cab with you. I've done that several times where I got like loads that was a couple of boxes.
Yeah.
So link up with them small carrier services, and in a box truck, you definitely got to be creative though, for real. So I'm paying $1,700 in California with truck. Can I get my DOT number without having a truck? Yeah, you definitely could go get your DOT number tonight if you want to. You don't need the truck. They'll give you about 90 days or something to have a truck before you got to pay again. All right, so shouts out to Bagoon TV for answering that question. They can be removed though. Just reach out to the person who put it on. I got one removed. Carrier 401 is a broker exclusive service. Brokers pay for it. So tips. So somebody from Facebook said,
shout out to Facebook, man. I ain't been on there in a minute.
Tips for a box reefer.
It's cool.
Tips for a box reefer. I already got no tips for a box reefer. Like I said, I never ran reefer loads in a box truck.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean, and if you got one, you about to be making a whole lot of money. I seen it was a reefer load earlier. They was paying like $1,000 for just like a couple hundred miles or something. It was something crazy like that earlier, and it was a reefer truck. So you in the game if you got you a reefer. Could do dry and reefer.
Yeah, true. So I mean, it is the double standard thing. It'll work for you. What's up? Eric Collins said, I've been in the game 26 years. Y'all have been giving the real. Keep doing it for sure.
Man, appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate the love. One to do this says, can you do Amazon OTR? Like circle from the South to the East Coast to Midwest and back to the South and still be profitable during these times.
I wanna touch on that a little bit, because I know that's kind of like part of our caption too.
It is the caption.
Yeah. We utilize Amazon. We direct all of our mentees in our ebook. As soon as you go active, the first thing we recommend is do Amazon. Now, if y'all watch us, especially from day one, you guys know we've done Amazon. We still do Amazon from time to time. However, that's not something that we bank on a lot. You know what I'm saying? However, on OTR, when it gives your dispatcher a lot of, room or just comfort, to be able to book you to Kansas City, to be able to book you to Lenexa, Kansas, to be able to book you to Minneapolis, Minnesota, to be able to book you to Wisconsin, Tennessee, Connecticut, these different places where Amazon is just, really, really good. So I highly, recommend that you do have Amazon. I think that as far as OTR, of course, you want to have your OTR. I'm always suggest and advise, OTR over just Amazon, unless you got a contract or some type of agreement back and forth, and you get that benefit of being home every night. But if you're over the road, I recommend you do OTR, but have Amazon, because it feels so good to have that in the back pocket when you, your wife, or your dispatcher is booking you loads. It's I love it.
Yep. And then we actually have a driver. He's he's OTR, because that's all we dispatch is OTR. He likes to be empty on Friday just so he can do Amazon over the weekend and make a few extra bucks over the weekend. So you definitely want to have Amazon as a backup.
Yeah, definitely. How you feel about that?
Thank you, Quinn. As far as the OTR,
having
just
Amazon
utilizing
OTR.
Amazon. Plus the rate. You ain't got to get $4-5 a mile. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a deadhead back. A lot of people don't be doing the math. They see a load $3 a mile, but they don't do the math that they got to get to go back home. You know what I'm saying? So that if they got to go the same distance back home, now it's $1.50 a mile. You just took
That's what I said. Yeah, I mean, this is like the Amazon loads period in general, though.
Yeah.
I mean, say if you in local Atlanta and you going to like Birmingham somewhere.
Yeah.
And they paying you $3 a mile one way.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, they're still only $1.50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but people get caught up in like, oh, I got $3 a mile, and some
I made $800.
Yeah, and then certain dispatchers kind of come off. I had figured that out too. That some of these, I had tried somebody that said they was good with box trucks, but really they wasn't counting the deadhead. So the loads that was being booked be $2 a mile. But if you got to drive 150 miles and you do that 6 times, you're still losing 700. So you're gonna end up at about $1.75 as your number after you end up chopping everything up. So just keep that in mind that everything has a little something else to it. You know what I'm saying? If you booking out a box truck at $2 a mile, you probably not counting the deadhead in there. And once you break down the deadhead, you're gonna be at about, like I said. So if your cost, that's good if your cost is $1, but ain't many people got a cost that's $1 right now. Not counting not with fuel where is it right now.
Right.
So we're gonna jump down to the next question. Charles Green said, what would y'all advice be for someone who just got their CDL and no ready to get, and I guess I want to say now ready to get into a semi, go company driver and take a pay cut, or just purchase a semi and get out there? I mean, either way would be good, but I would say just go get some experience first. I mean, like, there's no point in putting the type of stress on yourself of learning all of that stuff that a company could teach you. Just look at it as like you going to college. Go work there 3 months, and then you'll be able to have the education that you need. You're gonna know what everything is. You're gonna know how to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's the way. Like if I had to get back in it right now, and say if anything happened where I ain't had no more money or whatever, I went to the casino and blew it all. If y'all see me driving a semi, that's what happened. Because I'm trying to get back in the trucking, and I went and got me a job at Swift. Because what's gonna be better than me banging up their truck? You know what I'm saying?
Using their money to pay for the CDL school and all that. Finesse.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I wouldn't say this finesse. It's just being smart, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Emmanuel said, I'm in the A and would like to hook up with you guys. That could be possible. I just know I'm busy with all of these things. This going live every day is too much for me. But my partner, you know, I told he put me to it and said, see if you could do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. I got most of my game from Coby. He the truth on God. Bagoon TV, shouts out to you, man. I appreciate the love. Lance Dillon said, do I have to ask? Nah, I think we already answered that.
Yeah, we did.
Hold on. So yes, thank you, Bruce. I'm interested. Okay. Man, yeah, we way behind.
They used to it. They know how we be.
Do you have to wait a month to go to the rental route for my authority to be legit? Yeah. Your authority should be definitely in order by then. What is the ideal amount of miles you would want to drive a day when renting a box truck? Yeah, I can answer that. That's box truck specific.
What's the ideal miles you want to drive in a day?
Honestly,
well, you ain't gonna be able to drive over 700 miles with your clock anyway.
Yeah.
So you gotta think you probably gonna, let's just say on average you probably driving about 60. This is just on average. I know some of y'all be flying, but you know, with the turns and stops and getting fuel, you'll probably be driving about roughly 65 miles per hour. You'll probably drive anywhere between, you're not going to be able to get the full 11 hours, but you'll probably drive anywhere between 10 and a half hours. That's 650, plus miles. So you probably won't be able to drive more than 700 miles a day.
All right, cool. That boy Robin, what up with you? He was in here yesterday.
Right, he was turned up yesterday.
Yeah, he say you can make some good money with junk removal in a box truck. Definitely did that too.
Yeah, I heard about
just
that.
Just got a leap. And a parachute will open. George Perez say, get out there.
Yeah, shout out to George. Run it up.
No, that's right.
Is New York a good market for a box truck?
No.
I got a mentee in Jersey that got a plug on some box trucks. Shout out to KJ. I know she watching this right now. She got a plug. She said she just testing it out right now. And then once, but her box truck is so clean. She got one of the cleanest box trucks that we dispatch right now. Very good. Brokers love it too. They pull up. She got them wide dimensions at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Got the high door and the high inside. When she rolls it up, the roll up goes past the actual door entry, so it's not hanging down past the. You ain't
gotta hold it up.
Ain't gotta hold it up, which we will do to get that back.
Right.
But
we was cranking ours with the low bar.
Yeah, the low bar. Yeah. Y'all know about it. Y'all know how it is with them box trucks. You gonna get that bag. Load me. But Yeah. So yeah, we got a few different connects in different spaces in the world, but a lot of our connections on the West Coast.
We try to
and in the
avoid New
Midwest.
York, just because like the traffic is really bad. A lot of drivers can't handle it. The streets are a little small, and the bridges, of course. So you just got to get you a good GPS for when you're in that area. So like Trucker Path, etc. Get that type of GPS for in that area
Or
to.
just stay the hell away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay away. But sometimes I be paying it back to go though. So if it's like $3-4 a mile, we going.
Yeah, but if you're gonna give the bag back in tolls, I mean,
You're right.
You're
right.
Yeah.
I forgot about the toll. Use the
Yeah.
non-toll route.
Get you a
You got
get you a
iPhone?
get you a what is it? I see you pull it out.
The Easy Pass thing.
Get you one of them.
you still gotta pay.
Yeah. I ain't saying you ain't gonna have to pay, but get you one of them.
If y'all got an iPhone, man, do the no tolls. You in there.
Just stay in the Midwest. Go to the Midwest, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so somebody else was asking, what else do they need besides UCR and BLC3? I guess it depends on. Do you already got your DOT number?
Get you a SCAC code too. I see a lot of these companies that
They don't.
a lot of these what you call it, compliance companies. They'll put y'all together, but they're not telling y'all to get a SCAC code. I deal with that with my mentees.
SCAC code, you don't have to have it, but I wouldn't suggest not having it because it's only $65. It's too cheap to not have.
Yeah,
it's better to just have all of it.
How your drivers, or how come your drivers aren't renting their own trucks? Weird. Because a lot of people. All right, I would like to answer that because a lot of people think. But like this, I had to bring my drivers in on a meeting because a lot of the CDL drivers especially think that they know because, oh man, I can get out and go get my own truck. Everybody in the business, everybody not an entrepreneur. Everybody could have what it takes, but maybe don't have what it takes to actually do it. So I mean, it's easier said than done. I mean, some people don't want to take the losses that we take. So they like, oh yeah, I can go rent me a truck, but you still got to go through with DOT. You got to go through. You got to have the money to put down on the insurance because you still got to pay for the insurance. So it's still certain costs and fees that just because you're not paying for the truck doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to just jump in the game and it's gonna be a whole lot cheaper though.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, Coby, man, we like 20 likes behind. I know how you get, so I ain't want to say it because he ain't looking, but we behind, man. Jam pack that like button. You know what I'm saying? We've been going live. He been talking about going live every day, all week. All y'all gotta do, man, hit that free thumb up, man. Hit that thumb up. Take it from a white to a black. When you hit it, it turned black. So go ahead, and hit it for the black excellence, man. We in Atlanta, man. We doing it big. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hit that like, man. We got 85 people in here. We literally only need about 12 more likes, man. If we can get it to 90, because I see we creeping up to 90. But if y'all can get at least 10 more likes in here, I think we can continue to answer questions for y'all. And y'all got to look at these, like, especially when y'all know it's coming. It's like a free consultation too, man. From as humbly as I can say, it's like a 3-headed goat. So shit, for y'all to be able to answer them questions, ask them questions from 3 different people, 3 different perspectives. All the women out there, y'all should be asking Brene a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying, about women in the industry or different places and stuff like that. But yeah, make sure y'all get them likes up. One more like, man. Okay, we just got it, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for them 20 likes real quick.
Yeah, I was like,
shout out to everybody who already hit the like button, man. Appreciate it.
I had to refresh mine because I was saying 8. I'm like, ain't no way.
Okay, for sure. So we can jump back into some more questions.
Yeah.
Even Uber count the deadhead.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should count the deadhead for real. I think deadhead is like that old, especially with fuel costs right now.
Yeah.
On Black Panther, Mike, you make rings sound like there's a million trucks decently priced and also not being hawked by mileage. Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, certain questions when asked, I kind of make me think, a little bit. Like, let's not troll here and just and ask questions that we actually need to get answered. How do you find a reefer box truck loads? I mean, you just look on the load board. It's not like we got I don't want to sound like a dick. But yeah, I just
different filters on the load board. Different filters on the load board. Sure, it'll be different names and lettering. that's gonna put you there. Hit that 30 free. Don't you got a free trial in your link in the description box?
Yeah, for what? Yeah.
Yeah. Hit that. Click on that description box. Coby got a free 30-day trial where y'all can click and get a DAT subscription. Y'all can kind of play with those letterings, play with those filters and stuff like that.
What do you guys think about Sprinter Van working in New York? I don't even.
We don't know much about Sprinter Vans.
Yeah,
Just stay away.
Yeah, I'll say this. King of the Road is already a 53 footer. And you got 48s and stuff like that. You got things a little bit smaller, but then you got the box truck. It's so tough for a 26-foot box truck. Then you got 24, 18, 16, 12s. And then you want to skip all that and go to a cargo. I'm going to just keep it real, y'all. In my opinion, it's hard enough for a box truck getting these loads. I wouldn't go none less than a 26-foot box truck.
Unless, like I said, you know somebody that got a contract, like I said, or something like that, where it's set up like that. But yeah, I had a Nissan 2500, and like I said, I didn't really make no money with it for real.
Yeah.
SCAC code is it's just like it's a
Standard
identifier, pretty much.
Exactly.
It's a four-letter code for your company, so brokers and people can identify you.
Yeah, and then like I said, you will get it, and then Amazon will change it and give you they'll create their own.
For yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
like it's incorporate thoughts on it. Until you get like bigger, I would say go with the LLC. It's the easiest to deal with in the beginning. When you start making money, then you want to switch over to corporate. Different things like that. Everyone wants to be an owner op until the daily costs start hitting the pockets. It's not for the faint. Oh yeah, it's not. Yeah, load me. I'm not going back to New York.
Yeah.
These brokers will give you. He said the broker will give you free consultation. This dude going in. Mike Poor. He said, "Get y'all vaccinations." I don't.
We here to talk about trucking, Mike.
Yeah. Y'all don't promote vaccinations, man.
Drop them trucking questions.
Drop them questions, y'all. Drop them questions, y'all. 83 people in here. Drop them questions.
So how is the market in Oklahoma? I mean, the Midwest is always good to me. I haven't had no bad experience.
Now I'll say for box trucks,
Oklahoma,
I'm not sending you to no damn Oklahoma. That's dead.
Yeah, Oklahoma's in a good area.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff dead right now, though.
Yeah.
No, but like Oklahoma dead. Like even when we was in, like sending people from Cali,
Amazon, it usually be back to Texas. Or we might can get you an Amazon load to Kansas, and then get you from Kansas to St. Louis, and then get you a nice load. But
you'll probably have to be looking at 450 miles Deadhead or something to get out of there.
Yeah, don't even do it in a box truck. I wouldn't.
Oh man, I asked him to put him in timeout. My bad.
Put Mike Poor in timeout.
Yeah, I ain't even
blocked him on the low.
Nah, man. Mike always be on my thing. You say he was blocked. How do I unblock him though?
That's cool. Next question.
Yeah. No, I think we got down to the bottom. How do I get a SCAC code? Just go on Google. Like certain questions, just put in, get a SCAC code on Google, and it's gonna send you to the place you need to go. Because I can't remember what the website is. It's just SCAC code for trucking. It's SCAC, not SCAT. Sorry if I pronounced it.
You thinking of that? What is that? A SCAT pack, dude? What is
SCAT pack.
Yeah.
Damn, kill a motherfucking dream. I don't know what that means. I ain't trying to crink. Dang, Mike. Oh. Hey, bro. Coby put people in timeout. Hey, bro. Hey, look, I really didn't know.
He sat you down, though, didn't he?
Bro, I don't even know how to do how to undo that either, because I ain't doing this from YouTube. So eventually they'll be excluded from the picture. What is that? What is that? What does that mean? What range can I expect running OTR in a box truck in the Midwest?
So our drivers right now, so on our Instagram, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, man. Trucking Out the Box. No special character spaces or nothing. TruckNoutThebox. We always post our our board with all our drivers, and we tag them so y'all know it ain't no cap. But our drivers are averaging, I'll say, about 5 to 8 thousand a week. I always tell people, especially my mentees, to expect 4 to 7, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Give us some room, or you might maybe start on a Tuesday, or maybe you was late dropping off a load.
Especially if you start in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
And that's when you can make under 5. But that's just because you started like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and you didn't get that full week's worth. So
Yeah.
anywhere from 4 to 7, but we doing anywhere from 5 to 8, y'all.
Yeah.
Even more. We had a couple people hit 10, right?
Yeah. Shout out to what's his company name? Endless Love. Shout out to Endless Love. He did 10,000 3 weeks in a row. Shout out to Stone Tree Trucking. He did 9,100. And shout out to Arapahoe Trucking. He did 10,700. So we be loving booking them type of routes.
Drivers, but it gotta be the driver gonna determine, man, for real.
And see, them is them type of drivers though that hey, I got this load, but you need blankets. You go get I need 20 blankets. I got 10. Hold on, I'm pulling up to the truck stop right now. I need 11 straps. Damn, I got 10. Hold on, I'm about to pull over, get another strap. So them is them people that they'll have those extra certifications. They'll have the hazmat certification. They'll have the TWIC card, their passport. They might be vaccinated, Mike, things like that. So, those are the people that, they running up that bag. They preach compliant. One thing about Stone Tree Trucking, he ain't doing nothing if it ain't compliant.
Right.
So, you don't give a damn how much the load is. So, but that's always good too. You always, because back to the freight guards and the company and stuff like that. So, when I'm booking him a load under his authority, it's coming up crystal clean, good DOT inspections, no freight guards, no carry 401s and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a bag out there. Don't get me wrong. It's a bag. Get you a good dispatcher, train your girl, put your girl in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Give her, a role, or, put her in that position as a boss too. She don't want to be going to work while you at home or while you on the road doing. No, you a boss your wife up too.
Thanks.
All right, so let's jump into we coming up on an hour, and I definitely gotta I'm gonna try to wrap up some of these last questions or whatnot, and then I gotta get out of here. If you all get the chance to start over, is it going to be semi or box, used or new, factoring and repair costs? It's gonna be, for me, a rented semi. That's it. It wouldn't be bought at all.
Yeah. I would say if it was, I think when you hopped in, you didn't have to have 2-year history to rent a semi either, right?
I don't know, because I didn't get a semi until I was in 2 years already.
Okay. So. If that wasn't around, I guess we would say semi too. But if it's like it is now,
I know a lot of people who did get a semi without
like an Age Corp or something, or they went through like a private.
They just went in from Penske or Ryder. Every location is different, and that's what people gotta understand. It's not. It depends on who you talk to and how you talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I've been able to get some. Yeah, I'd be like, hey man, look, like I say, those small towns do a little something more for you than bigger places. That's what people gotta realize. Like Alabama's been great to me.
Yeah. So I mean, what
honestly,
you think,
I don't think I would change anything how we did it, because I feel like we did everything appropriately, and I don't think, and we didn't have too many mistakes, so I wouldn't start over. Like, I like how we start off in a box truck, and then maybe we will move up to semis one day. When I got my CDL and stuff, it made it a little easier for me because I was already in a bigger truck anyways. So like it made it easier on me when I was in class and stuff. So I wouldn't change how we did anything at all.
Yeah, and then like even with the program we did, like they did like how you say, hey, if you want to learn to drive, or if you want thinking about semis, you should go work for Swift. Like you and then you said like 1 to 3 months or something like that. It's hard, bro. We did something like that last year with the box trucks. So we had a program where, of course, you had to be a part of our mentorship, but we called it our driving program, where you became a mentee. We put you in a rental truck, 2022s. Anybody on my page, they know. Go ahead and let them know in the comments. This ain't no cap. We put them in 2022 box trucks, or we did have one 2021 Rider, but shout out to Budget. They blessed us with all 2022s. We had 6 of them and one rider, and they was able to hop in the truck, get that hands-on experience to know what a BOL is, to know what rate cons is, and all this stuff, and
all
the
stuff
process of picking up a load. How many times you probably done had a driver? Hey man, they lazy as hell. Hey, I'm here, but where do I? It's different every shipper. So they got to get that hands-on experience of pulling up the shippers and getting signed, or like we talked about, fighting to get loaded. You pulling up or fighting for extra money because you don't want to load. So and at the same time they were creating their company, and we were helping them create their company. So once their company was active, we signed. We had our rental account manager switch everything to where they didn't have to miss a beat. They switched the paperwork and everything like that. Yeah, they switched the paperwork over, so they got to keep the truck. You know how hard it is to find rentals, especially now.
And it was a 2022.
This was peak.
Though.
This was peak season when everybody graduated. They got a 2022 with liftgate box truck with the 103 by 102 on the inside. It was 91 at the door besides the rider. They got to keep the truck. They got the plug with the rental account manager, and they got to have us dispatch them if that's what they wanted to do. But a lot of them, we taught them so much game, they went and did their own thing, or they partnered up with some of our other partners in the industry. So, yeah, it was real dope. It was real dope. I wouldn't change either. I agree. We would have kept doing the box truck thing.
And like stuff that we learned too, like stuff that we went through just doing a box truck, like like you said earlier, the truck getting stolen and stuff like that, So I love everything we did, honestly.
Me too. And we learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? So we would have had a mentee.
Came a long way.
I mean, we would have had a mentor. That's the only thing we all probably would have did different. We would have had a mentor. I'm sure all three of us could say that shit. We would have saved a lot of time and money. We would have had a mentor. So man, whether it's Coby Pegway, whether it's trucking out the box truck couple, Big Vic TV, whoever you like, whoever you buy into, Trucking Empire, whoever you buy into, whoever you relate to, whoever you feel like is your lane, your speed, your demographic, whatever. Tap in with them, man, and see if they can't get you right, so you can just have that one little bit of an edge when getting into the industry and staying in.
All right, so we're gonna close it out. Like I said, the time is creeping on me, and I want to get home. So shouts out to Trucking Out the Box for stopping by while they was in the A, what I'm saying, for us to chop it up, for me to bring a little more box truck energy to y'all, to the channel, because I know a lot of y'all started following me based off me doing box trucks. So I feel like I'm gonna be hitting them up like, hey man, what should I tell the people today?
Yeah. And listen, don't think I ain't gonna be hitting them. Hey, what was that mic called again?
I know.
My pick. I can't find my pick. What was that? So yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. So that's what it is, though. So y'all want to say anything to the people before?
Man, y'all already know we appreciate y'all, and I ain't gonna lie, Coby, bro. Like, we really appreciate the hospitality you've been showing us, for real.
Sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no secret where you at in the game, and we so open and we so real, bro. We told you, like, we really used to watch you and stuff like that. So that's really hard, you know what I'm saying, to run into somebody and you hella humble, hella cool, and like I said, hella inviting. So we appreciate that. You got a beautiful family. We appreciate that, and we can't wait for you to come where we at, so we can show you that same hospitality, for real. No doubt. Make sure out there, man, y'all follow us on all platforms, man. We got a lovely channel, man. I think y'all should really check it out. Go subscribe, man. Trucking Out the Box, man. I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna say subscribe. So yeah, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Trucking Out the Box, and follow us on Instagram for all the behind the scenes stuff. So we always post our trucks being loaded. A lot of dispatching stuff we post, and we got a lot of things dropping, man, that I think you guys will really be able to take advantage of, man. So yeah, add us on all platforms, and can't wait to see y'all again, man. Trucking Out the Box.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all know who I am, Coby. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. I'll be live again tomorrow and Friday at 7:15. Peace.
Peace. We out.